Welcome back to another edition of the Oakland Athletics Prospect Profile, a mini-series we do here within the Athletics franchise, where we go over top prospects from AA Midland up to AAA Nashville. Last time, we went over AAA starting pitcher, left-hander Peter Scott, and this time we're going to be heading down to AA Midland to go over the right-handed pitching starting pitcher, Johnny Cummings. A little bit of bio on Johnny Cummings. He is a starting pitcher, like I said, a right-handed pitcher. He stands 6'1", 193 pounds. He is 23 years old, out of the University of Toledo. That is correct. He is a Toledo Rocket, or a former Toledo Rocket, and he was the 4th-round pick for the Athletics in the 2017 MLB Draft. As far as his scouting profile goes, Johnny Cummings has filthy stuff. His break on his pitches, on his breaking balls, is what makes him as a pitcher. He has filthy stuff. He throws 5 different pitches. He throws a fastball, a four-seamer, a sinker, a changeup, a slider, and a curveball, and all of them are plus pitches. None of them are below-average pitches. He has an above-average heater, which usually sits around 95, 94 sometimes, but usually around 95. He has, like I said, all 5 of his pitches none of them are below average. They're all plus pitches. He's still pretty raw, though, as he's still learning to be just a starting pitcher, as he was a position player at Toledo. As I'm sure you noticed, he is a switch hitter. So he was a position player at Toledo as well, as he mixed into pitching, but he was drafted as a pitcher. And this is really the first time in his baseball career that he's been just a pitcher. And he still really has to learn how to strike people out, get people out consistently, as he's still pretty raw in that area. But he definitely has the stuff and the potential to be an all-star in the major leagues. As far as the speed changes on his pitches go, like I said, his fastball usually sits around 95. His second fastest pitch is his sinker, which drops down to about an 88, has some good break on that. His slider is basically the same as his sinker, as it's 86, 85 sometimes. The changeup is anywhere from like 84 to 85. And then his curveball is basically 79 or 80. He can drop it down to 79, but it usually sits around 79 or 80, just kind of mixes that up. But Johnny Cummings definitely has the velocity to change things up, to throw hitters off. Like I said, he has the filthy stuff. His break is definitely one of his biggest abilities, one of his biggest strengths, is that how much break he can get on his curveball and his slider, even his sinker and his changeup. And he does, like I said, have that above-average fastball where he's able to blow that past people as well. As far as Johnny Cummings' attributes goes, I'll put up his attributes to where he was drafted to where they are now, so you can see a bit of a change. They haven't really changed too much, but there's definitely a change. But I'll mainly go over what he is now, as he is a 73 stamina, 47 hit per 9, 57 Ks per 9, 48 walks per 9, 48 home runs per 9, 44 clutch, 51 control, and then the 73 velocity and the 84 break. Not exactly a fielder either, as he only has 43 fielding, 50 arm strength, 37 arm accuracy, and 46 reaction. He is, though, like I said, does have 5 solid pitches. He's 20 years old, switch hitter, right-handed pitcher, stands 6'1", 193, and he is an A potential, 66 overall. I don't really have a player comparison for Johnny Cummings, as I can't really think of one. If you guys can think of one, feel free to leave that in the comments, but I do not have one off the top of my head right now. So, that's going to wrap things up here for the prospect profile for Johnny Cummings, the AA starting pitcher with the Midland Rockhounds, A potential, former 4th-round pick in 2017. I've been your host, Jersey Born, and I'm saying goodbye.
Throats tighter than rubbers. You wanna do something different, you sensitive little fucker. Looking for brain candy, gleaming next would be handy. But the kids ain't in the hall, they're in the stall drinking brandy. And you didn't catch an invite, overdeveloped insight. You overthink the overtones and wish that you were in tight, but you ain't, and you can't manufacture the acceptance. So fuck it, you little witter, go ahead and be yourself like bang.
Reminiscing, nothing you ever heard. Reminiscing, nothing you ever heard. Reminiscing, nothing you ever heard.